Oh. Is it on? I hope it's on. Oops. Hang on, the chat's not right. Oops. One moment. Also, hello, Pin. Sorry about the mess. I think Blue forgot to mess around with the settings a bit. Stream is extremely healthy. Good to know. Whew. Oh, and there's no music. Oops. Need to turn on the music. There we go. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're all still here. Yeah. Hello, Pin. I'm glad you could make it. Ice cream cape? Oh, that's actually my scarf. It's just the two ends of the scarf real close together. That's just how it hangs off the back. Yeah, Diesel Ted isn't bullying the stream anymore. I've been informed that the stream rate is excellent. So, things should work out a bit better now. I think, though, I'm going to... Blue probably needs to do some stuff. Blue, could you resend something real quick? Uh-oh. But yes, welcome to the Q&A pin. This is... feel free to go ahead and start asking questions. Blue left a list of rules in the description below to follow, so just make sure that you check over the rules. Uh-oh. Oop. This is your first Q&A with a character? Huh. Well, I'm happy to be the first pin. Welcome. What's up, Mallow? If it's all right, you continue the question I asked for. Oh, sure. Oh, okay. So I don't think the question made it through last time. All right. So to answer your question, Mallow, no, I'm not the only one who got mind controlled. Other heroes have been attempted mind controlled by Endeavor, and he has succeeded before. Oh. He has succeeded before in mind controlling other heroes. Thankfully, though, we recognize him as the threat that he is, and we try to make sure that we don't face him alone. Otherwise, it could spell trouble should one hero get controlled and then they're not able to. I see you there, Golden, lurking in the corner. Blue's been excited to have you join the stream. Everyone give a little wave and welcome in Golden. Also, to answer your question, Rexy, no, my scarf is not edible. This was made by a fan, and I'd kindly ask that you don't eat it. It probably wouldn't be good for your health anyway. Actually, wait, could you eat yarn or wool? Is there a healthy or edible version of it? Huh. Oh dear. How do I feel about PE? Well, I'll be honest, back when I first, entered Star High, PE really wasn't my favorite due to, personal reasons, but I did, however, think that PE was I think PE is actually very important, and it's good to, exercise and get the energy you need out of you. It's good exercise, and I think PE is actually really good. It just I just didn't enjoy it at the time because of the conditions and circumstances I was going through. But as an adult now, I think PE is actually probably one of the better and more fun things that you can do in school. Better get a drink of water. Hold on. Stream's doing much better now. Duly note, gotta make sure these settings are saved next time. Otherwise, it's gonna all come down the wrong way. But yeah. Real good question, Pin. Oh. You weren't hurt, were you? I mean... Well, falling off a trampoline's a big different thing. Actually, wait, since when did schools start having trampolines in the gym? Have you ever tried eating the ice cream I make? Yes I have. It's actually real sweet. Funny thing is, it's got a... How do I put this? It's actually real sweet, and I don't know, it's really good, although I do prefer the ice cream I can get from other stores and vendors. Since it's kind of just, since it's a little more convenient and I don't have to warm up my hands every time I create ice cream. A very good question, Golden. This was actually mentioned in the last glitchy stream, but I'll answer it here. My favorite flavor of ice cream, despite my three favorites being chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, my favorite flavor out of all the flavors I can make is actually strawberry. Strawberry is actually my favorite flavor of ice cream. Pin is sweet, aren't they? Pin is a real kind person. And Rexy is pretty cool, too, if you ask me. You're writing down my favorite flavor of ice cream? I appreciate that, Golden. You know, it's the sweet and kind-hearted people who humble themselves and say they're not actually a good person. Because they think being full of themselves might actually result in them... They think confidence might be key to just being folly. Your school has a trampoline and you failed the somersault and sprained your arm. Oh no! Are you... I'm glad you're all good, but still, please be a bit careful. We don't want you getting hurt. Ooh. Has Scoops interacted with Indivar or has seen them before? No. Scoops hasn't been on their... Well, they have been on their first patrol, and Blue actually has a recording of the whole event getting sorted out right now. But you'll all see what will happen on their first our first patrol together. He hasn't Scoops hasn't encountered Indivar just yet, though I really hope that they don't, just because Indivar, 1, hasn't been seen around all that much. Number 2, he's Indivar's a little scary, and I'd rather Scoops not have to deal with a villain like him just yet. Bakery? Bakery, bakery, yeah. My favorite bakery was, a little bakery, I believe it was called, what was it? Heavenly Sweets, that's right. But that bakery sadly closed down a little while ago. And as of late, the bakery I've been going to recently, I believe is called, I forgot the name. But, yeah. My favorite bakery was, a little bakery known as Angel Sweets. It, closed down, though, unfortunately, so there's not supposed... So I, unfortunately, won't be getting the sweets again anytime soon. Don't blame you, blame the spotters. They're meant to catch you if you fall, things go wrong. Well, I'm glad you're doing much better, Faith. That's what's important. But yeah, they definitely do need to be a lot more careful. How would I feel about a sour rope puppeteer villain? I think Blue mentioned this a while ago. But, that would be interesting to see, and I would like to actually talk to them about how their power works. That's, sweet powers, like, food powers that revolve around sweets like mine are pretty rare, but they do exist, and it's fun to actually talk to them. Scary but silly is what Indivar is. Interesting, Mallow. But how do you know about that? I'm a little curious. What do you mean Heavenly Sweets is reopening? Are you sure? Where? I'll, need to look into it. Well, moving on. Yeah, things are working a lot better. Please tell me if the quality of the stream or if the sound starts, if the quality of the sound or the video is going down or not. Any recommendation on places to eat? I don't know. See, the town that I generally work in has a lot of different restaurants, different ones from the ones you all eat, but I think the one that I recommend, and the one that I've taken to Scoops as of recently, is actually the, this is embarrassing. I go there almost every week. More than I should. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's the Fry Burger. Basically, it's a burger and fry joint. Real tasty stuff they got there. And their nuggets. You have to try their chicken nuggets. They're some of the best ones. Good to know, Golden. Please get back to me if you can. You have ways, Mallow? But I shouldn't worry about them. Oh dear. Have I ever heard of Starbucks? Yes, I have. Personally, though, I don't really drink that much coffee. The closest thing I get is the mocha cappuccino protein drinks that Blue gets. Oh, so in your world, you call it McDonald's. Huh. If it involves a clown with red hair and a yellow outfit with red and white stockings, then yeah, it must be. You have a similar place called McDaniel's? Wait, is it McDonald's or McDaniel's? Huh. Did I know I could eat the leaves on strawberries? Yes, I do. Yeah, actually, strawberry leaves are edible. I mean, the only reason I think most people don't eat them is because, well, for one, they think they're not edible. Number two, they don't really taste all that good. But they're just a part of the fruit, and they don't really have any potential harm. I mean, aside from choking, but that's besides the point. You can actually eat them, and the best way you could go about eating them is just eat the strawberry whole. That way you don't have to, that way the juicy and sweetness of the strawberry actually covers up the weird leafy taste of the leaves. I'm a little confused. Golden and Rexy are saying that... Oh, wait. Never mind. Rexy said on their planet it's called McDaniel's, and Golden says that it's McDonald's for us. Huh. Or if I want to eat chicken nuggets, go to a place in our world called KFC. Huh. I'll keep that in mind. Hello. About the Andrew guy that I mentioned before, do you think that about them and what their powers are? I'm actually not too sure what their powers are. I'm pretty confused, actually. From my understanding, he might have powers... From my understanding, or what I've been told, because I really don't work with him, it was mostly a 1 or 2 time thing a month, if at all. It was like more of a one-time thing, but it was 2 times. Huh. What do you even say? Is that like 2 or 3 time thing a year? I'm sure I'll work with him again, just not right now. But besides the point. I'm not really sure what his powers are. It looked like some sort of energy projection, which allowed him to fly and blast, but I'm not too sure. How was the fight between me and Ibuki Miyuni? Oh, it was mentioned. Oh, yeah, that's right. I did. Not too sure. It's been a while. Well, it was actually a pretty good fight. I mean, it wasn't anything too serious. I think it was more so from a person who realized they could use their powers for the wrong reasons, and, well, they learned the hard way that they can't just use their powers as they want and expect to get out of jail for free. It's not exactly not exactly an effective means of living, especially when you come up against a skilled superhero. How do I feel about Blue? He's pretty friendly. And interesting. I like the idea that he wears a dress and still identifies as a guy. He's also helped me out with some of my other stuff. Blue's working as a intern of sorts, I believe. He helps manage and operate some of my scheduling. I usually get called for events or public appearances, and Blue's the one who helps manage, remind me, and also does a bit of shopping for me. You know, just simple little chores. Also, welcome back, Alistair. Great to have you. Also, we'd really appreciate that, Golden, if you got everyone some KFC. Andrew does tend to work alone for the most part, from what I've been told. He doesn't seem to like working well with others. Alright, Golden. Take care. Don't worry. Blue and I will let you know if we need anything. So you take care. Blue is a pretty great guy. If only he remembered he could keep hold of that mentality. He struggles with it, but just know that I haven't given up on him yet. He finds himself struggling with confidence here and there, but deep down I think he really knows he can go as far as he wants. And I intend to help him get there, if any... You'll get me info on the bakery? Thanks, Golden. I really appreciate that. Yes, Mallow. I've been told that is, yes, that is his weapon. Not sure exactly how he wields it. It's pretty big and cumbersome, but, it's pretty big for the most part, and I'm not sure how he holds on to it, but it's pretty crazy. I've only seen him use it once, but he mostly used it to aim his energy powers. Other than that, it's pretty crazy. Wait, Blue is not a great guy? He's so mean to you and bullies you. What? I'll have to have a talk with him about that. That's not okay. You live it? Wait, hang on. You live in his walls? Just gonna casually send a text to Blue later. Noted. Change the topic. Next time I see Blue, send him our love and appreciation. Will do. Though I like to give him a good hug on occasion, he's probably going to wonder what this next big one's going to be. Have we both interacted during the mission together with him, or just didn't really talk much? Andrew didn't really talk to me all that much. It was more of a little hello and then proceed to... It was more so just communication for the sake of the mission. We really didn't talk or get to know each other all that well. If I'm being truthful, I don't think he really likes me too much. I think I heard him grumble something about me just being a bit of a show-off and not paying too much attention. Though I'd actually have to double back and ask him. Alistair's right, though, and the sibling fight between Blue and Alistair? Don't worry. I'll have a talk with Blue and see what's going on about that. Though if he does get out of hand, please just let me know, and I'll set him straight for you, buddy. How do I feel about horror games? I don't really like horror games all that much. They're a little too scary. I'd prefer something a little less scary and, more something fun you can play with your friends. Something like Moving Out, or Moving Out 2. In fact, once Blue gets a stronger PC, I plan on streaming that at some point. Don't worry, it's nothing bad. You and him just playfully throw insults and joke at each other. Well, that's good. Still, though, let me know if he gets a little too crazy, because he can get a little competitive, and he can definitely get carried away sometimes. Honestly. Blue and you were playing a game yesterday, and you couldn't escape the kitchen? What? Wait. Oh, wait, I think I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, Blue mentioned something... Yeah, Blue had, like, some random quote where you mentioned something about... Actually, wait, you know what? It's nothing bad, mind you. It's nothing bad. It's, just probably something we should save for a little bit later. You'll have to ask Pin all yourselves. Blue has gamer rage. Yep. Blue has serious gamer rage, and he can be very chaotic. He's raged a lot, and despite the gloomy and sad little nature he has on occasion, he has true gamer rage. Honestly, I think he's a lot more confident when it comes to video games than he is about himself. But you don't tell him I said that. Honestly, I think he's confident through and through. You find it funny when he rages? Trust me, I actually have a funny saved playlist. When he starts doubting himself, I actually have a text sound effect where if I get a message from him, or actually no, it's, sorry, let me rephrase that. I have his phone, his special phone set to where when he receives a message, he actually gets a funny sound effect. Basically, it's a scream, a funny scream he made when he was playing a game one time, where he sounded like some sort of cartoon animal. I think it was a Pokemon, and now he's got it as his message notification, and I don't want to tell him how to change it back. It's too funny. So now unfortunately, he just has his phone set to silent. Have I looked at his background info before I went to meet him? Oh, you mean Andrew. More like looking at a paper file of his information so that you know him a little bit before meeting him. Normally I would, but at the time I was working with Andrew, that was really just, that was more on short notice. I mean, he and I both were not exactly prepared to meet each other at the time. It was really just in the heat of the moment and short notice. The hero he was initially planning to work with had something come up, and I was in the area at the time, so I was sent to cover up. It was supposed to be a simple little patrol, but things kind of got a little more serious. Have I met Xander yet? You hear he's an exchange student with mochi powers, and he's part Naga. That's actually really cool, Alistair. I'd love to meet him. In fact, maybe sometime later, you can introduce me. I'd like to see the mochi powers. That sounds real cool. How do I feel about yanderes? Well, huh. Never really considered anything about... Huh. Hang on, let me see. What's a yandere? Oh, that's a yandere. I don't know. I never met one personally. And I don't think it's a good idea to meet one personally. You might have to take your leave. Oh, well, that's all right, Faith. Oh, well, if you need to take your leave or rest up, we don't want your arm to stay hurt. Just remember to take care of yourself. Have I heard of a Dragon Hero student? No, I haven't. That sounds really cool, though. Oh, could you imagine? Like a knight superhero. Ooh! Oh, knights. That'd be awesome. Could you imagine a superhero like that one from that audio series, Cerealion? There's this YouTube series I heard at one point. It's now an audio series that I listen to on occasion, and I'm a huge fan. It was about a knight named Elyon, and the person listening was supposed to be a princess. It's a real good story. If you can, check it out. Alright, take care, Alistair. And I love the new profile picture. Looks great. Could you imagine Sir Elyon as a superhero? Imagine him flying around. Or would he actually have some sort of ice power? That's something to think about too. Some knights are considered heroes in stories. Could you imagine a set of knights-themed superheroes? Maybe I should look into getting like a knight's armor variation of my costume. That'd be awesome. That way, in case I go to some sort of Renaissance fair or something, I'd be ready. I could fit in and still be a superhero. You think I'd enjoy Cookie Run Kingdom? I'll have to look into that later. Sounds interesting. I just looked up Cookie Run Kingdom. Cute little game. Definitely looks like it's right up my alley. Though, Blue might not let me download it, so I'll have to see if I can download it on another set. Because Blue doesn't want me getting addicted to any more video games than I already have. Like that, the Impacted Genshin is what it was called, I believe. The Impacted Genshin is what it was called. He knows I get addicted to those kind of games way too easily, so gotta be careful. But I mean, what he won't know won't hurt him, right? I just won't tell him I downloaded it. I honestly hope you're all having a fun time on the stream, and if you need to go, don't worry. There's always going to be another stream next time. You know, funny story, Blue told me during the live stream he was going to be busy trying to repair some of his work shoes by sewing, but I don't think he's actually working on it right now. There's Arrow with the meep. You know, sometime maybe I should invite another friend of mine on stream. That'd be great. Welcome to the stream, Arrow. You know, Blue and I see faces like that, like the little ones that you type in like that, and we always wonder, how do people type those? You gotta share us the secret. Come on. Make sure to message Blue on how to type like that, because he's always been wondering how to make those little faces just like me. Oh. Take care, Faith, and don't worry. Have I seen Hero Twins or no 1 or 2? I think I've met some once, but I don't remember their names. It's been a while, and I'm sure they may remember me, but not working with me. That was one mission a good while back. Usually it's the easiest to find ones like these searching up emotions. Oh, okay. Good to know. It was very nice talking with you, Captain Neo, and I can't wait to tell Shy about all about you, so she can learn how to be a hero just as awesome as you. Aw, thank you! Thanks for the head pats! You deserve some head pats too. And Shy will be an awesome hero, I can guarantee. Not the emotions or emoticons. Is that what they're called? Interesting. Oh, they aren't sending? Well, that's alright, Pin, don't worry. It may just be how YouTube works, because they already have the emotes, so it just may be because they have YouTube already has its own emotes, so maybe that's why they're not sending. They expect you to use the emotes instead. Kind of feel bad that we didn't reset the stream sooner. The stream rate's going really well is what it says, so kind of wish we started it a little differently. You want to make a candy hero now? You have several of them. Huh. Love to see it. You can always make more, you know. Heading to another stream, Mallow? Alrighty. Take care. And thanks for joining us. It was great to have you here. So I'll give a little round of applause for the amazing Mallow for joining in. This was a lot of fun, honestly. I think Blue is going to have to do a lot more of these. I'm going to have to make sure he's okay with it first. You're welcome, Mallow. Happy to answer them. And we're happy to have you here too. Take care, Mallow. Wait, who can come help to check on him if you want? Who? Ah, okay. That'd be great. Better drink some water. Oh, I can come help check on him if you want. It's all good, Pin. Don't stress out. You have 17 views. Huh. It's great to have it. It's great to have people here. Hey, it is Faith. Well, now we see you, Faith. What do you mean you'll stress? No, don't stress. It's all okay. This will be a lot more fun when we can start playing video games on here. Then I can show you all the fun little adventure story of moving out. Spite? Sure hope we can move some stuff around after this. That way Blue doesn't have to panic about the huh? Too much discomfort? Just stay on, keep your mind off of it. Oh, Faith, hey! You're welcome to stay as long as you need to. And if your arm is sprained, then take care of it. You're welcome to stay and just sit here and relax. That's what this stream's here for. We're here to relax, have fun, and chat on occasion. Just make sure you're taking care of your arm first. You know, good. We want you to take care of yourself, and we're happy to have you here. Well, that's what it's called where I am. Impact to Genshin. That's what it's called where I am. Blue's a little mad at me, though, because I've got one of the characters he really likes. You know, it's a real nice day in the park. Oh, no, Blue is very happy when he got Ayaka. It's more at this point, there's another character he wants, but from what he's heard, their rerun hasn't been as available as of late. So right now, when he starts playing Impacted Genshin, he'll probably just be saving up points for the characters he wants to roll for. Apparently he wants the character that kind of looks like me, is what he said. Uh-oh. I just remembered something. Need to, send this to... Uh-oh. Whoops. Let's see. Captain Ito? Huh, Captain Neo and Captain Ito. That would be something, wouldn't it? Let's see. Oh, for a second I thought that was feedback. Whew, that was a little scary. Do I like beetles? I think bugs are actually kind of cool. I was like one of those kids who liked using those bug collecting toys, and I'd like putting them in like the little net cage thing, and then I'd hold on to them for a little bit, and then I'd turn them loose. Beetle fights? Never really seen beetle fights before. That's something. But yeah, butterflies count. I mean, butterflies are bugs too. People just don't like the smaller and more gangly-legged ones. Though I think all bugs are pretty cool, though. I mean, if you really think about it, the only reason we're really scared of bugs is because they look different to us, and once you realize that bugs aren't really actively trying to hurt you, except mosquitoes, of course. Spiders and other bugs like that aren't actively trying to attack or hurt you, and once you learn that, then there's really nothing to be scared of. You'll send a pics Blue can show me? Great. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I get the joke. You know, I need a snack. I think that muffin was nice and all, but I think I need a snack. Ah, welcome back, James. Great to have you back. Sleepwalker? Who's that? If it's a supervillain, I'll be ready for anything. Welcome back, James. We're all happy to have you back. And hopefully the stream is still working out. A big boy? Interesting. Okami a villain? Okami a villain? What? Don't quite understand. What if I met Zio and Satsuki? I'm not familiar with who those are. Oh, Zio and Tatsuki? Still not really familiar with them. Friends of you and Sets. Okay. Noted. Still not sure, though, who they are. But are they villains? Or are they... Or are they, just everyday people? One's a redeemed demon. Interesting. Suki is a bundle of surprises. Suki might actually be good friends with another fan of mine. So, that sounds interesting. Basically, Okami comes from a world where if you have a power, it's called a quirk. Okami's quirk is called Sleepwalker. He can turn into Sleepwalker in 2 different forms. His full form is huge. Interesting. Who would Suki be friends with? Oh, I have this little whale friend. This little whale kid. At least I think he's a kid. He acts like one. There's this little whale kid. He's a huge fan of mine. His name is Willie Whale Jr. And real cute and fun little guy. In fact, I think he has the potential to be a great hero if he chooses to. But for the most part, he just kind of wanders around. I see him on occasion, and I give him an autograph or a little pat on the head, and even a little hug on occasion. A little fun bouncing whale ball of fun. Generally friendly with everyone, and a lot of heroes and citizens around the city seem to know who he is. He just kind of wanders around. I think we've even tried getting him to become a little sidekick for some heroes at some point, but he either runs off or we kind of just wanders off before we can actually really figure out what he wants to do. Though I think he wants to be a hero, but wants to go about it his own way. But yeah, it'd be great. Lily would probably react to a little shark friend like he would most people. He'd probably walk up, want to shake their hand, and then get to know them. Although Willie himself has trouble speaking. Sometimes he won't talk at all, sometimes he will. Or then he'll use his little whiteboard and he'll try to write out what he wants to say. You'll have to tell Blue about Okami so he can tell me about him. And show him how tall he is in form. Poor Okami often gets called a villain, be a sleepwalker, and can be aggressively protective. I'll keep it in mind, Faith. Even though most of the time it's not Okami's fault, people see him as a bad person before understanding him. That is unfortunate, and I know for a fact some people get misunderstood. Some people's powers go crazy or go a little too crazy. And they really don't mean any harm, but then they get labeled as a villain sometimes. We do thankfully get that situation cleared up for the most part. It's really the media that struggles with understanding that. Thankfully, though, we have people like Officer Zoe and myself who try to clear out their name on the media and say otherwise. We can't be there for everyone, but we do the best we can. And we do have rules in place to prevent anything seriously bad from happening. Don't worry, I'll make sure to give Okami a big hug when next chance I see him. Summer doesn't talk at all and she's too scared? Well, that's alright. Don't worry, there's no reason to be scared. And if you get the chance, tell Summer that it's okay to not talk and they should only talk when they want to. And be ready. They should only talk to people they want to feel comfortable around talking to, and no one should force them to talk if they don't need to. Okamis. Kami loves. I'll probably smile hearing this. Well, I hope I can bring a smile. That's part of my job as a hero. Ensuring I bring a smile to everyone's faces. Brighten their day if I can. And I'll be sure to give him a scoop of ice cream if next chance I see him too. All the different spellings and names of Okami. Of Okami, or Okami. You like repeating when someone messes up. Not to mock? I gotcha. This is a real nice stream, honestly. I think I see why a lot of YouTubers tend to enjoy this now. I'll have to start doing this a lot more too. Once Blue, of course, has the time to lend his PC and has time to share it, of course. I don't suppose you all have any more questions, though, do you? You want to stream on Twitch, but you're nervous about it? Well, that's alright. Just do some research before streaming on Twitch. Learn what would be good for streaming on there, and... I mean, you might not get that many followers in the start, but you won't get any followers at all if you don't even try. You just gotta keep trying. And the first step is always the scariest one. I mean, Blue was real nervous about this whole particular stream when he was trying to set this all up. No. Actually, my patrol for today actually ended early. My patrol ended earlier today. I actually requested a little bit of time off in advance, and, this was actually scheduled too, so another set of heroes are actually covering the area I would normally cover, so don't worry. Faith is trying to call Captain Neo. Trying to get me in trouble, are ya? Come on, Faith. Who is the most interesting villain I've ever met? Huh. May I ask, when you say interesting, what do you mean by interesting? Do you mean like interesting to fight, their or their personality, or do you mean something like mystery as in wondering who they are and how they ended up where they were? The sleepover still sounds good, and you can invite Neo and Naomi. Well, don't worry, I can counteract that confusing part by just having everyone call me Nick. We'll just have everyone call me Nicholas or Nick, instead of Neo. Power and the way they fight. I would have to say Lady Goldust in that case. I would have said Duskfall Magician at first, but he's a pretty good fighter too. I actually lost that first fight when I first encountered him. But in terms of that, I would have to say Lady Goldust is probably the most interesting. It's a little scary when I first fought her. I fought her at least maybe 2 times. But now it's other and more higher ranked heroes who go after her whenever she appears. Where did Nick come from? Oh, Nick is short for Nicholas. You have a friend named Nick, so you will counter my counter. Well, then I'll just be called Nicholas. Counter Nicholas, huh? We'll have Nick, Nicholas, and Neo. We invite Captain Neo and the twins, Neo and Naomi. I see. Well, Pin, your friend will have to choose whether or not they want to be called Nick or Nicholas in that case, and then I'll just choose whatever they don't use. Neo and Naomi. You lost contact with him 3 years ago. Oh. Nope. Oops. You're not calling me Nick? Well, that's alright. I mean, most people... There it is. It's true. You could call me Captain. That'd be a first. Not a lot of people call me Captain as much as I thought they should. Hey, Altered! Welcome to the stream! Glad to have you here. And don't worry, the stream's not over yet, and even if it was, there's still a chance for others who didn't get a chance to join to see me in person. Don't worry. After this stream, I think I can definitely say for certain there are going to be more streams like this. You'll call me Captain? Thanks, Ben. You would suggest the possibility of inviting R, but you don't know if he would actually be willing to show up. Huh. I'm doing great, Altered, and I hope you're doing well yourself. It's great to have you here. I plan for his streaming as long as I can so other people get the opportunity. And hey, you know what? Since things might have gone as well as they have now, so long as Blue gets the chance, he might stream again this Monday. Of course, I gotta make sure Blue doesn't need his computer or he doesn't do anything. 'Cause it is his computer. I mean, I have my own gaming computer, but he had the streaming all set up for me in advance on his. And I'll probably be using his for a little bit. You were waiting almost 12 hours to see me? Whew! Well, I'm glad you could make it. I wouldn't say you're that paranoid. I just think you're eager. I mean, to be fair, there have been some fans for not just to meet me, but a lot of fans tend to sleep. You know how some fans would actually camp outside of a building when they're really eager to wait for a special event or something? A lot of people do that. You have school Monday? Ah. I really wouldn't want you getting in trouble, James, so just please be careful. I really don't encourage skipping school behavior. Hey, Altered, come on. You may not have been in there for the first stream, but at least I can tell you here. You all need to get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. It's a lot more healthy for you, and it's good for your mental health as well. Yeah, huh, James? You've been getting better at sleep? That's good. Would I like to hold Teddy Neo? I would love to hold Teddy Neo. Lou showed me that by the way, and it's adorable. Scoops had a Teddy Neo as well. I got to hold that one for a little bit, though Scoops wasn't all that happy. Blue won't take away the Teddy Neo. Hello, Rabbit Keeper. Welcome. Welcome to the stream, Rabbit Keeper. Also, Blue wouldn't take away the Teddy Neo. In fact, why would he take it away in the first place? You would make too many Teddy Neos for everyone? Actually, if you want, that might be something you should talk to Blue and a special friend of mine. They might actually like the idea of Teddy Neos as well as other fans too. Blue's teddies come alive and numb people? What? What do you mean they come alive? And they eat people too? I'll be having a talk with him later. Lemon stares at this silly lily. Yeah, you could make merch. I'd certainly love that. I wouldn't recommend eating a lemon. Yeah, I've tried eating a lemon once and wasn't good for my teeth, if I'm being perfectly honest. And it's not good for anyone else to do that too. Please don't eat lemons. You're not a villain? I don't know. You convinced Alter to eat a lemon. Let's just say, Captain, lots of game rage was involved trying to ask Blue about Annie he'd know. Oh, you mean Annie from League of Legends. Right. That's one of the games Blue rages on when he plays it. Doesn't play it as often, though. And, yeah. That's what you meant by the teddy bears coming alive. I gotcha. Hey, you don't need to be a villain yet, Pin. Come on. Even if you did something villainous does not mean you can't have a redemption arc. Also, yeah, Altered, that'd be fun if you could help out with merch. What if you're the true villain, though? I wouldn't expect you to disappear in the shadows. Well, I'd kind of like it if you were still a hero, in my opinion, Altered. You'd be a great hero. I'd like you more as a hero than a villain. It'd be real cool. You'd like to also help with merch? That'd be great, Pin. An anti-hero? I'd be a bit careful with anti-hero work, Altered. Also, oh. Faith accidentally leaned on their arm. Oof. If only we could get you to one of the healers we have here. Because then we could heal up your arm in no time. Though, superhero healers are pretty expensive. You're not a dummy, Faith. It was just a little accident. You didn't mean to lean on your arm. How is Scoops doing? Scoops is doing good. They're currently resting after a real fun little adventure. They had something happen the other day. Blue will actually be talking about it later, and he'll give you all the rundown once everything's all set up and in line. But yeah, Scoops is doing good, though they haven't been sleeping as well as they should. Definitely going to need to work on that. Healers would definitely make the pain, wouldn't just make it hurt less, they would make the pain go away altogether. They'd heal you. That's kind of what healers are for. Though I've heard that there are some healers who actually do remove the pain but don't heal anything. They're probably not the best of healers, though, and that's probably why I haven't seen many of them in person. What if you wore my hat? Can you wear it? Actually, I have some spare hats that I plan on being sold in merchandising soon. So, I will definitely have to get in touch with Blue about that, and you can have one hat of your own. Until then, though, sadly, I can't share this one. I'll definitely keep that in mind, James. Very clever idea. A very sneaky little idea. Scoops isn't sleeping all that well is why, Faith. That's why they mentioned it. You should encourage... No, of course. I definitely encourage Scoops. They just, haven't exactly been listening to me all that much as of late. But I am going to encourage them, don't worry. I'd rather resort to the tricking as a, last resort. It's better to build up trust and talk this out first. I think they're actually staying up late doing research and filling out a lot of paperwork just to prove that they're worthy of being my sidekick. Which, if I'm being honest, I really think they're already worthy enough. I mean, they have talent. Especially after what I saw the other day. You wouldn't believe it. I mean, really. I can't believe some of the hero bases that Scoops applied for, they just didn't get a response or get hired immediately. There's a few reasons I could imagine why, but still, I can't believe they really overlooked this diamond in the rough. I mean, not even that, they're amazing. It is pretty late where you are, Faith. If you need sleep, then just please remember to get the sleep that you need. Seriously, though. If I'm being honest, I'm a little nervous about Scoops. Like, Scoops is my first ever sidekick, and I want to make sure I give them a good impression. I really want to be the hero that they see and idolize. I don't want to let them down. Would I like to meet AJ? She's heard so much about me. She's even wore a handmade costume that even looked like my superhero costume. I'd love to meet them. I'd love to meet AJ Altered. That'd be great. And I'd love to see the costume they made too. They don't have to wear it if they don't want to, but I'd still love to meet them regardless. But yeah, I really hope I can be the hero that Scoops sees me as. And I hope I can live up to their expectations. Just with it. You want to annoy them, Pin? I wouldn't do that if I were you. Scoops is pretty tough, and if after witnessing what I have, you probably shouldn't try mess with them. I appreciate the kind words, Alter. Though, if I'm being honest, I wasn't always an amazing hero. To be honest, I had a bit of trouble when I first started out. But that's a story for another time. Welcome back, Alistair! And you got your food, that's amazing! Right, you're lurking in the dark room. Well, don't stay there too long. Hey, Vox Calamity! Welcome to the stream! Happy to have you here. Blue's mentioned you before, too. It's great to see some more familiar faces. Definitely check out Vox's YouTube channel. You had some... Alistair, you had some homemade goulash? Is that how it's pronounced? Sounds tasty. It's very dark in your room and you don't have a light on? Huh. I could sit with Scoops and talk to them over some hot cocoa. Remind them what is good for them until they're sleepy. My storytelling and singing voice is amazing too? Huh. I'll definitely keep it in mind. Well, I hope your food was tasty, Alistair. You say yes, it was. It's noodles, meat, and pasta sauce. Ooh, that sounds good. You know, I've been actually getting into spaghetti as of late. Maybe I should ask Blue if he can order me some spaghetti in advance. We'll coat it in like a lot of red pepper seasoning and might leave for a bit. Again, hope you'll have a lovely rest. Tell Blue I said for him to have a good day too. Don't worry, Altered. I'll let Blue know. You're hungry now, James? That makes two of us. I'll have to grab something from the mini fridge that Blue brought with us. I protect everyone, but who protects me? Well, I mean... Huh. I don't know, I mean, I have friends I talk to and... No, hold on. Yeah, I do have people to protect me. Officer Zoe is for one. Honestly, she's a fierce officer lead. Don't mess with her. She's a little cold and a little moody at times, but she's genuinely a good person. Kind of like the big sister I've never had. Actually, if I'm working alongside her, though, she is the big sister I actually am having, because now she's always, she had to get me out of trouble on more than one occasion. Roughly when I was starting her out, though that doesn't change too much yet. I just hope that she doesn't get on to me someday. Her lectures are scary. Even if she is doing it with the best intention, she gets a little annoyed and it's a little scary, you know? What if there's a pasta hero? That would just be Papyrus from Undertale, wouldn't it? Yeah, Papyrus would make a great superhero, but his power would be pasta instead of like the bone attacks he and Sans use. It's pasta and meatballs instead. You aren't the secret villains, I hope. How goes things with Atlas? You've heard he's been doing all right, but it's helpful to check. Very good of you, Vox. I actually appreciate you checking on him. Not a lot of people actually take the time to ask how other heroes are doing, especially Atlas. It's a little rough for him, especially considering the fact that he's got a big set of shoes to fill since his father isn't here anymore. But he's been doing a very good job. He has been handling his responsibilities as a hero very well. He's even got a very bright and upbeat attitude. I even had the pleasure of working alongside one of his mentors when he was being trained first, when he was first being trained. I even talked to him on certain occasions. Huh? Alistair, did I read your joke? Not yet, Alistair. Just a moment. One moment. I didn't read your joke. Sorry. I'll have to get to it in a minute. But yeah, Atlas is doing fine. He's got a lot on his shoulders, but he seems to handle it pretty well. Atlas is a great hero, and he's got a lot of the world on his shoulders. Whenever I work alongside him on occasion, and I just want you all to know that he is a very hardworking hero. Okay, well, take care, James. Take care of yourself, of course. You don't have to worry. You have to take care of yourself. It's important. Let me see now. Alistair said something about a joke. I don't think I read it. Not... Alistair, what was your joke again? I'm not seeing it in the chat. Take care, James. Have I ever met a cannibal? Well, thing is, yes, yes, Alistair, retype your joke real quick. I'll answer your question in just a moment, Pin. Because I do actually need to make mention. I'll just wait for Alistair's joke. Have I seen any of the Has-Been Hotel? Oh! Yes, it's a new show airing. Yes, I have. Wait. Alistair's joke. Hang on. Don't pass away from too much noodle intake. Oh! A good one, Alistair. That is amazing. But yes, Vox, I have seen some of the Has-Been Hotel show. It's actually really good so far. But back to Pin's question about cannibal. If I'm being honest, I think Diesel Ted is a cannibal. There was a case where I was requested to make an appearance and interact and sponsor a supposed children's home or school. But it turned out to be a trap set by Diesel Ted. And, well, apparently he needed information from me. Real strange information. Like, he asked me what my preference in a partner was, and he asked me if I thought he was attractive for some reason. And then he got real close and started asking me about my deep, dark secrets. I don't know what he wanted exactly from that. I mean... But then the next thing I knew, he said he was going to devour me, and he was going to start with my lips. I mean, to be fair, lips are real soft, so I suppose, but still it was terrifying. Lady Goldust barged in and pulled him out, asking what he was doing, and I took that moment to escape. I ran to Officer Zoe and led them to where they were holding me hostage, but when we got there, they already left. And when I told Officer Zoe and the other officers what happened, they just, well, stared at me. They said that's not what it was, but they wouldn't tell me what they were talking about exactly. So, I don't know what else it could be. I mean, I know Diesel Ted collects metal and feeds it to his giant claw, so the claw can get stronger with all the metal that it takes. But other than that, I really think Diesel Ted might be a cannibal. Yet, there's no reports of him actually eating anyone, so does he think because I have ice cream powers, I taste like ice cream? Wait, keep what away from me? Officer Zoe was very adamant about me not knowing, but I mean, if I'm gonna fight Diesel Ted again and again, I gotta be ready at least. 'Cause what if he does catch me again? Which, I mean, I'm not gonna let happen, of course, by any means, but what if he does? I need to make sure that I'm ready for it. And I can't risk the idea of him trying to eat someone else I care about, or someone else who's a hostage, right? No one explained anything? No one here's gonna tell me? Well, alright. That's what everyone's told me before. Ooh. Well... Hey, yeah. I should be older than all of you. Well, whatever. Point being... Yeah, I think Diesel Ted's a cannibal, and he's the first one that I encountered who could do something like that. But if he is one, then why is it me? Why would he go after me in that case? Unless he really thinks I just taste like ice cream. Maybe we should move on to the next question. Yeah, maybe we should just move on to the next question then, shall we? The fact you all know is concerning. Know what? How come everyone knows what Zoe was... I'll get them to tell me later. Point is that I'm staying away from Ted and staying at Hope with Scoops, with hot cocoa and Teddies. Good to know. Yes, actually... Well, actually no. If I like any hot cocoa, it's more like lukewarm cocoa. I've burnt my tongue one too many times trying to drink it. Even after blowing on it and trying to cool it down, it still is way too hot. So, but cocoa is, delicious. It's just, I don't drink it too much because of the fact that I've burnt my tongue way too many times trying to drink it. I'll drink it, definitely. It's just, I'd probably drink a little something else sweet first. Those Scoops might like the cocoa. If I tried to eat or drink something hot, would I melt, or is that just a... What? That's a huge common misconception. You're not the only one who thinks that, Vox. A lot of people think I would melt if I ate or drank something like hot chocolate. But no, that's not how it works. I'm a person like anyone else. Hey, Pip! Welcome to the stream! Glad you can make it. Blue was really eager in hoping that you would make it. And I'm glad you could. Well, welcome to the stream, and we hope you have a great time. But no, Vox, I wouldn't actually melt. That's just a common misconception. Actually, wait, where did that even start to begin with? That was way before the whole Ted incident, so where in the world did... Never mind. Okay, Pin. If you're gonna tap out, we'll see you later. Thanks for tuning in and joining the stream. It was great to have you here. Well, Pip, if you're here, feel free to ask questions. Don't be shy. We're all here to have fun. Great. Can't wait to see them. Ciao, Pin. Thanks for joining. I'm your favorite superhero? That means so much, Pip. Thank you. Also, if I could swap my powers out for different ones, what would I choose? Oh man, you know, I had to think about this for a while because for a good long while I really didn't like my powers. I kept thinking about which ones I would switch them out with. I wanted something like the classic super strength and flight, you know, like most versatile superheroes. But then I also thought, oh, you know, real cool one would be fire blasts and something with fire in it. And then I also thought about, what was another one? I think another one I would have wanted was something elemental. I think, yeah, it was the power to control plant life. That way I could go to a forest and then just have an army of trees fight at my side. But, you know, I learned that I actually have a talent with my own power. I have something not a lot of other people can use, if at all. Something uniquely mine that I can use to help save people in my own special way. And I can use it as a means to calm them down and help out with other sort of natural disasters too. So to answer your question, I think I would have gone with fire or I think some sort of plant life. Or plant life control. Like vines, trees, and grass, stuff like that. A nature-based superpower. You guess you could say my powers are pretty cool, huh? I see what you did there. Nice one, Pip. But we like to care for you. It's what a good friend would do. What made you want to help? What made you want to help people like this, Captain? Even if it's only a small situation. Well, still. Sometimes the tiniest things can lead to the biggest and most amazing actions and things in the world. You never know. You guess you could say my powers are cream of the crop, huh, Vox? Nice. I love it. Great joke. You know, though, I can't actually make whipped cream though. I actually have a few little whipped cream containers in my waffle cone belt. Oh, you just got here, so forgive if I already asked this, but if someone that I know needed who saved was having a panic attack or anxiety attack, how would I help them? Well, very good question, Pip. First, I would try to get them to safety from whatever disaster it was, be it a supervillain attack or a building collapsing or whatever the disaster is. First, I would carry them in my arms and get them to a safe point. And if it's just them that I'm rescuing I would first hold them in my arms, have them look towards me, have them close their eyes and start counting. Encourage them to think about what's going on, or to not worry about what's going on around them, and ensure everything's going to be okay. I'd give them a little bit of ice cream too. Help distract them from whatever's causing them to freak out. I would then slowly whisper into their ear to calm down and try counting and start counting. Try to keep count and slowly count more and more, and try to slow down their breathing. Try to match their heart rate with mine by putting their hand on my chest, and I would put my hand on their chest where their heartbeat is. Have them take long, deep breaths and slowly reassure them that everything's going to be all right and that nothing is going to hurt them. Oh, no, Faith, I can't make whipped cream. Sorry. But yeah, I would try to calm them down the very best I can. And if they need me to hug them or hold them close, I'm happy to do so. I had to do that with actually quite a few other citizens, too. Sometimes little kids who got separated from their parents, or even some teenagers who got lost wandering through town. So, I only hope I'm doing the right thing or best thing I can for them. And if need be, I could sing a song to them. I'd sing a song that my dad sang to me at one point that would help calm me down. Even if I'm not the best singer personally, I would still sing the song on occasion. It was really embarrassing when I first sang it, but the fact that someone actually looked up to me and smiled or said that they were able to breathe after that really made me feel assured that I was doing the right thing. I only hope I can keep doing the right thing and the thing that keeps them calm. You could say that I'm pretty sweet, huh? Nice one, Pip. I gotcha. Great joke. Just wanted to ask do I know or heard of a hero who is a harpy? Yes, I have. I don't remember their name. But I have heard of a hero who is a harpy. In fact, there is a handful of harpy heroes in the world, though harpy-like people aren't all that common. You gotta run, but you'll catch us later? Alright, Fox, take care, and you stay cool too! One last cool ice cream joke. Nice one, Vox. I hope Vox stays cool and continues to be cool too, like all of you guys. It's amazing, you know? I'd love to hear your ice cream joke. Have I heard of a hero who has elemental powers? Yeah, there's quite a few elemental powered based heroes. There's a lot of them. In fact, they're the more common ones. My case is a lot different. Have harpies gone extinct? Or at least in the area I work in, I heard harpies were rare. I wasn't aware of a catastrophe that could have caused them to go extinct. That's pretty terrifying to think about. I can't imagine all of them are gone, though, because I've met at least 2 of them. Oof. Oh, wait a minute, Pip. I think I know what you're talking about. Right, there was a hero named Elementi. I think I met them at one point. It's been a while, but yeah, I've met them at least once. Oh, you're back, Faith? Well, that's good. Wait, why did Captain Neo miss the bus? I don't know. Why did I miss the bus? This ought to be good. Yeah, I do know. Their name was Elementi, wasn't it? Wait, did I just say their name before, or was that the first time I said it? You know, ADHD can be definitely tricky at times. First try. You return. Welcome back, Rexy. I was late for the bus because he was running late on a Sunday service. Hey! Nice one. I was late for the bus because I was running for a Sunday service. Nice one. What's my opinion on Fendon, Alistair? Very fluffy and adorable. Blue actually said I owed him a favor, and Fendon requested that I carry him in my arms. I owe a lot of people hugs and weird carrying stuff like that, though I am happy to bring a smile to everyone's face. Fendon's fur is very soft. And very funny. He's a funny little ferret, you know? This is the best day of your life, Pip? Well, that's amazing. I'm glad to have you here. And we're glad you get to enjoy this too. You heard about something about Andrew while you were away? Interesting. What'd you hear? Fendon is very silly. I will admit, though, it was a little hard to hold him in my arms. You know how ferrets do that thing where they're like just little furry noodles? That's basically what it was like holding him. It was real tricky at first. In fact, I think he kept doing it on purpose because he liked the idea of me constantly having to pick him up. Can you have a hug? Of course you can, Pip. Hugs for Pip. Mm. Hugs for Pip. Whoop. Longest stream you've ever been on. I'm trying to give a lot of people the opportunity to join in. Heroes from another universe? I don't think that was... That can't be possible. Shouldn't be last I checked. At least not that I've heard of. There have been rumors about stuff like that, but I'm not really sure if I can believe something like that or not. I think I'd actually have to do some research on that before I could actually have a strong opinion on it or not. For the most part, though, I don't know if I believe it. You don't like usually being held, but in a way, well, I'm happy to give you a hug, Rexy. I have to get the napkin prison if he... You have to get the napkin prison if he does that? The napkin prison? What? Am I reading that right, Alistair? Yeah, I've met LNT at one point, Pip. I think they're really cool. Their power is amazing, and it was great to meet them. Well, they seem a little distant at times, but for the most part, it was actually fun to work with them. Honestly, I'd like the opportunity to work with them again. We encountered a few strange people the first couple times we patrolled together, but it was a lot of fun. At certain points, though, they did seem a little gloomy, but I mean, I think they were just shy. And being near somebody like me can definitely be a little bit much, but universe hopping is real, but you wouldn't recommend it? Good to know. Ferrets love tubes and tunnels, but their fat little bodies get stuck in them. Good to know. I wonder how big a tube that Fendon could crawl through. Because like I've seen little tubes ferrets crawl through on YouTube videos, but it's kind of funny. Music gives you cafe vibes. Maybe that's where I'll stream next time. Have I ever heard of the Flame? No, I haven't, Mellow. Interesting. It's time to say goodnight, Faith? Don't you worry. You get some sleep. Get some well-deserved rest. And thank you for tuning in. The ice cream tube. Ah, I see, Alistair. Hey, yeah, I wonder if Oh, yeah, I wonder if a ferret actually got into, like, one of those ice cream dispenser machines. If they crawled through a tube, it'd be like that if they climbed into a waffle cone. You know how you, like, have to spin the ice cream cone around as the ice cream comes out of the machine and you pull the handle? I wonder if that's what a ferret would do if they crawled into an ice cream cone. It'd be like a little ferret-shaped ice cream swirl. They're an interesting hero if you want your opinion, but you don't think I and them would get along well? Yeah, I kind of figured that from the first couple times I worked with them. They didn't seem too happy when we first met, but maybe they just don't really know me well enough, and we just need the opportunity. Oh, there goes my phone. What if you told me that I unintentionally saved your life? Aw, Pip, that's amazing! Not really sure how I could have done that, but I'm happy to know that. And I want you to know, though, that your life would be worth saving 1,000 times, just like everyone else. Whether it was unintentional or not, I would have happily saved your life, Pip. Because you're someone definitely worth keeping around as a friend. Anyone who's your friend is lucky. Maybe not even lucky, just blessed. You know? Do I like cats? I love cats! They're amazing. Blue is actually a huge cat person themselves, although, until things can get settled, they're probably not going to have any more animals in their house. Yes, I'm your friend, Pip, of course. I'm happy to be your friend. I may not be able to be around as much, but I'm happy to be your friend. You have a good night, Faith, and take care. And thank you for joining. We were happy to have you. And tell Shy the same thing. You heard Geo landed somewhere on Earth, and he's lost and scared. If I find him, please just keep the big giant safe. Will do. I'll make sure Geode is safe. And I'll definitely let the other hero bases know too. Actually, he can't be too hard to find now that I think about it. I'm sure we would have known or noticed. I'll definitely let them know though. What's up, Alistair? Welcome back, James. We're glad to have you back, James. Chicken butt. Nice. Well, maybe not. Maybe just be a bit more careful around them. After all, some trampolines are real fun. Just, maybe try to stay away from the edges. He's very quiet, but leaves a trail. Follow the trail. Got it. You're a very mature person. I see. Sure you are. Blue has told me a lot about you. All good things, of course. Pip, are you okay? Pip, please be careful. We really don't want you to get hurt. Oh dear. I wouldn't be too sure, Alistair. I've been working alongside Blue for a while, but I'm pretty sure I know when he's lying or not at this point. And just from the conversations I've heard from you and him on occasion, you might need to reconsider. Have I heard a number of 3 heroes Starlight... Number 3 hero Starlight Meteor. Number 3 hero? I'm not sure if I've heard the name Starlight Meteor as the number 3 hero, but I do recognize that name. I think I met them once at a school. It was just once, though, and we really didn't interact all that much. Blue said great things about a lot of the people he talks to. He even said that you've given him some great ideas, Pip. He said a lot of great things about you, too. He even told me about some of the stuff some of the cosplay you made. Does he, Alistair? That'll be something. I'll definitely have a talk to him about that. We'll be in trouble if I have anything to say about it. But yeah, Pip, he's said some great things about you. And Alistair, despite the joking back and forth that you and Blue do, Blue has said great things about you as well, so don't worry. Despite the stuff that I can clearly tell is just mess up or a little lie, I know he means well and he really does consider you a good friend. I don't think he said anything about a wedding, though. He did mention something else, though, so I'll definitely have to keep my eyes peeled. And I think you know what I mean. Summer asked if I could tell Willie hi for her. Oh, Willie is not here at the moment, but I will definitely say hello to Willie next time I see him. Might be a bit, though. He's never really in the same place twice. Kind of just roams around, you know? Rumor has it she was ranked as the number 3 hero from what you've heard. Really? You know, now that I think about it, I have heard something about secret ratings, so it's possible. You might be onto something, Mallow. Now that I think about it, there are some heroes whose identities or presence are actually kept secret. Well, that's assuming what I've heard is true. And considering, but I can't promise that I'm getting a full story on that, and I don't think anyone would really tell me because that's not really my line of work, and I don't know if I could keep that kind of secret. Though I will say the name does sound familiar. Blue's getting a full 3-page paragraph now. Just remember, he said good things about you. And he really does consider you a great friend. And I think I heard his Discord go off. Yeah, Pip, me and Elementi worked together a couple times. I was actually in his area when it happened. Like I mentioned before, I mentioned this a little while back. You may not have been present, but I'm kind of a floater hero. And they tend to travel around. I actually have gotten to see some great places, and I just so happened to stop by where Elementi was. And I actually got to see and interact with him for a little bit. We worked together for a little bit while I was there, but that aside, I didn't really get to know him all that well. But he seems like he means well. Have I heard of a hero named Blaze? That's, Isn't that a student? I think I know him. There's a... is it a hero with firepower, I'm assuming? There's a handful of those kind of heroes, but I'd have to, I might need a little more details. Blue's telling secrets, and you're gonna put balloons in his car so he flies away. You might be careful, he'll definitely enjoy the balloons on his car. That'll save him time on traffic and gas, wouldn't it? Oh, could you imagine if we just started using balloons on the cars? It'd be tricky to replace them, of course, and it'd be dangerous if they pop, but still, that'd be interesting. We use balloons on cars and we fly away. Couldn't you make a high air balloon with a car too? Huh. Food for thought. The hero name does sound familiar though, Mallow. I'd have to do a little more research though. May I ask, though, is this Blaze a hothead? You know, a little hot-headed when it comes to his power? Maybe a little hot-tempered when something doesn't go the way he wants it? Blue has a mafia car. You know, that's what I thought when I first saw it. Though I do hear he... Never mind. Do any Nekos live where I live, or in universe in general? Well, yeah, of course they do. Why do you ask? Well, I mean, aside from the obvious Q&A stream. Have I heard of the Scarlet? You've heard they've been working alongside in Divar. I'll keep that in mind, Malvo. I think... Actually, if they have, it's been a... I think I may have seen them once. The name sounds familiar, but it's been a while. What? Oh! Oh! Oops. So, Pip, to answer your question, there are people who do have cat ears and cat tails. And I guess some could classify them as Nekos, but, I completely misread what you said. I thought you said geckos. I was like, of course we have geckos. Oops. ADHD, you know. I feel real silly now. Mr. Ray, read geckos. Oh. Oh. There's a big difference between gecko and neko. Well, Nekos are geekos. I think... to the high five the moon? Oh, you're going to high five the moon. Oh. I gotcha. Man, I didn't even realize streaming this long would be possible. At least I know it now. It works. It's alright, Pip. I struggled with spelling a lot back in my days at Star High. Let's see. Oh gosh, what did I spell wrong? I spelled a lot of things wrong. What was one of the funny ones that I can say that make you feel better? If it's any consolation, I misspelled dog. I would spell it, D-O-J. Because I thought J at one point made the G sound like a G. So I misspelled it. Oh yeah, Blue mentioned the Philippines, the VeggieTales equivalent of the Philippines. The Philippines. Blue told me that joke, and I wondered what he was going on about on a poem, and then I just couldn't help but hear this, like, one of his friends on VC just laughing and laughing. They were even wheezing at one point too. It was really funny. Oh, I wish I was recording. It was just hilarious. But to answer your question, what was your question last? Hang on, let me scroll through. Scarlet, yes. I have, I think I saw them at least once, but that was a good little while ago. That was a good little while ago, and I haven't seen them since. Like I said, Indivar has been off the radar for a good long while now, so I'm not sure where he is, and if he does have the Scarlet who's working with him, I haven't seen any sign or heard anything either. Also, I think another one of Blue's friends is in the stream right now. All right. See you later, Alistair. Have a good night and have fun drawing. It's gonna look awesome. I know it will. See ya. Wonder who indeed, huh? That's not a dumb question. That's a good question. So, yeah, I've actually been asked this question before. Yes, my hair is actually naturally white and pink. Definitely a strange thing for certain, but, not any, but yeah, it is. A lot of people thought it was dyed at first until they, have to look at my profile. In fact, it's actually common for a lot of people with superpowers, where I am at least, to have different colored hairstyles, even if they don't have superpowers. Though, generally, a different colored hairstyle can be a sign that they have, that they have powers. Alright everyone, I'm gonna actually have to... This has been a lot of fun, but does my hair have a scent of strawberries? So, funny thing I need to actually make mention. Well, real quick, before we go any further, I do need to make note, this is actually going to be the last question. I'll need to end the stream. But, to answer your question, this is kind of embarrassing. My hair actually will change, will actually smell like the ice cream I, create. And generally speaking, that particular, it's not necessarily a good thing when, if my hair starts smelling like ice cream, that's a sign I'm gonna need to take a shower. Unlike most people, I tend to have a more... Whenever I need a shower, This is really embarrassing. Whenever I end up really needing a shower, is a clear indication is that I start smelling like ice cream. Like, it smells sweet and stuff, but, you know, it's a clear sign that I've been working really hard. So, yeah. Sadly, if I start smelling like ice cream, I'll need to get a shower. But, yeah. On that note, though, I'm afraid that we're actually going to have to end things here. But I hope you all had a great time and enjoyed the stream. No, I don't sweat ice cream. It's my sweat, well, it's embarrassing. My sweat smells like ice cream. Yeah. Can we ask one more question so we don't end this on a really awkward note? One more question. This is kind of, embarrassing. Just one more question before we hop off. Well, you all have a great day, too. My favorite song is Catchy Song from the Lego Movie 2. Every time I hear it, I've got to dance. Favorite color? Pink. Do I know Fauna? No, I actually don't know who it is. If I do, it's... Sorry. I don't remember at the moment. But anyway, I want to say thank you all for tuning in, and you all have a great day. Thank you all, everyone who showed up and participated, and I want you all to know that if you have questions or anything else you wanted to ask, don't feel upset that you didn't get the chance. I plan on hopping on and doing more streams like this later. Once Blue settles in with his job situation, of course. Though I will make some more appearances before and after that too. So yeah, thank you all again for showing up, and thank you all for tuning in, but now I've got to tune out. Thank you all again for showing up. Remember that you all are amazing and talented people, and you all are 1 in a million. And anyone to have you all as their friends are blessed, and they have no idea how blessed they are. You all have a great day, and take care. Have a good night, good day, or wherever you all may be. Until next